Hey YouTube, this is Southern Purple One. I want to preface this video and say what I'm going to tell you is probably illegal because it's stealing. I've talked about it very briefly in the past and I haven't really mentioned it, but I think because of the circumstances you need to be aware of this. A long time ago when I was in high school and college, I worked for a school district. So I use one of these all the time. And basically it's a Silcock. And the ones I carried, I still have my two original ones, and they were probably from 86, 85, 86, 87, and I still have them, but they're single ones. They're just one. And I only needed two for the facilities I would visit. And they would basically be used to turn the water on all the outside spigots, so the children wouldn't be able to turn them on. But typically, you would like to purchase one of these because these are the four common sizes that you could turn on. If you look at any commercial or industrial building, especially anything in the city that has public access to, you're going to use one of these to turn the water on. Usually they have a cover over it. You'd use the same one to open it up, and then you'd turn the water on. You've probably seen them 100 times. You just might have walked past them and not know what they are, but they're for drinking. Typically, these would all be potable water. They would have to be very clearly marked because of liability issues. Most places, unless it might be an industrial site, but they'll be marked non-potable. You'll need one of these tools, and you can get in there and get water. So if you're in the city, you need this. I hate to say that because you'd be stealing. I'm sort of promoting you stealing water from somebody, but in the day we live, you need it. So put one of these in your bug out bag. You can use it to turn water on and get water. Now typically if it's a place that they don't use a lot of their outdoor spigots a lot, when you turn it on you might want to run it for a few minutes to get all that nasty out, and then fill up your water bottles. In a crisis, remember that might not be totally potable. Those pipes might have been jeopardized, so you might need to use your Sawyer or boil the water, but typically right at an emergency that water is probably going to be good enough to drink. Now people probably are going to say, well, I'll just use my Gerber or my multi-tool. You can do it. I've done it in the past, but the problem is the plumbers hate you because every time you reach in and grab that thing to try to turn it, you damage it and you can wear it out. So eventually you round off the corners and these don't work. I've seen it happen. I probably contributed a few times using one of these when I didn't have one of these. So yeah, you can use this. The wider you have, if it's a needle nose one, it's not as good, but you can get this in there, and if you squeeze as hard as you can and it's not been rounded off, you can turn it, you can open it, but don't guarantee you. I've seen people open them with these things and then they couldn't get them closed and they would have to go find one of these to get it locked down all the way. So I'm going to put a link to it. You can get it from Amazon, you can get it from all kinds of places. There's probably not a lot out there just because of the shortages that are occurring in everything. But if you live in the city or you travel in a city, this can definitely be the difference between life or death. So I am recommending it. I'm not recommending stealing water from companies, but under the circumstances that might happen to this country, it might mean keeping yourself alive, and also you might be able to share while you have it open. You can share. Don't leave it open and waste a lot of water, but there'll be other people looking for water too, and you might be able to bless some other people because you had this in your bug out bag, or you have it in your get home bag, or it's in the glove box. So important thing. I'll put a link. It is an Amazon link, so I will make a few pennies off your sale, just so full disclosure. But I think it's time to not worry about the moral implications of stealing a gallon or two of water, and I think you could bless a lot of people if you had one. Thanks for watching.